So hey, I hope all is well. So y'all, this the part 2 to the love languages. My name is Alice Pastel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, thanks for supporting. If you would like all my content as I put it out there, make sure you hit the gray bell down at the bottom at your right corner. So let's get back to it. So we was talking about the 5 love languages. I stopped on which one did I stop on? The one that I stopped on was quality time. So what I was saying about quality time, if you definitely don't want to cheat the person, a quality time person, you don't want to cheat them. It ain't no other way. You can't cheat them. Okay, it's just what it is. It ain't no getting around. It ain't no getting around. It ain't no. Oh, this look kind of. I'm trying to clean this off, y'all. I'm trying. It ain't no getting around the quality time. No matter how you try to switch that up, it's just not gonna work out. And you probably want to make sure you clear some time off your schedule for a person that has this love language, okay? Because this person is gonna want your utmost attention. You know, it's about that connection for them. You know, and connection deals a lot with something that you cannot see. You know, it's intimacy on the highest level for them. It's being able to connect with you. Okay, so again, all of these love languages is a form of intimacy, or the way that a person, the different degrees of love for what it is to that person. Everybody is different, you know. So the next one we're going to talk about is physical touch. Okay, so physical touch is another love language, which is a non-verbal use of body language and touch to show love. You know, hugs, kisses, cuddling. A lot of us women love that too. Some men are touchy-feely and they like that too. You know, but only up until a certain point. You know that some people like it is when they get ready to be intimate, right? But some people just like to be touched. If they in the kitchen and they doing whatever, you come behind them and you kiss them and you touch them, okay? Simple as that. You know, physical, what you want to avoid is physical negligence, you know, or abuse. You know, you don't touch them in the wrong way. Because if you touch them in the wrong way, then you're gonna traumatize this person, because this person love language is physical touch. So if you abusing them and touching them in all the wrong ways, then it's not gonna be good. You know, they're not gonna want to be touched, and it will also put them in a category of not wanting love. This would damage this person. It's unhealthy to mistreat or mistouch or abuse a person with this love language. So, we touched on receiving gifts a little bit. In the last one, I think that was pretty much my, I touched on it a little bit as an example. So I will share a little bit on it on this one. So basically, how to communicate with a person like this. Thoughtfulness. You just make your person, your love interest, your priority. Okay? Send them gifts, you know, thoughtful gifts, gestures. Express your gratitude when receiving gifts. They, you know, like, just do that. Express yourself through gifts, okay? Or you go to their house and you know that they love Rice Krispies, take a Rice Krispie with you. You know they love Powerade, pick up Powerade. Surprise them with it, okay? It's ways to be creative with this. You don't have to go lavish. You ain't gotta go buy a whole yacht. You ain't gotta buy no earpods, which would be cool. But I'm just saying, you ain't gotta be extra. Don't get too hung up over this, okay? Things you want to avoid with the receiving gifts type of person is enthusiastic, okay? Gift receiving, forgetting special occasions. Oh my God, please don't forget their birthday. If a person say they don't want something, please still give them something. Do something. So when a person says they don't want something, 9 out of 10, it's nothing that they can think of that they want, okay? Or nothing that they probably think that you will get, okay? So keep that in mind. So basically what I'm saying is find something, okay? You make a card, you know, man, it's nothing to it to be creative. You know, like you making a card, you writing a hand letter, like that's the dopest thing. If you dealing with somebody that's more bougie and really don't appreciate the authenticity of a person, hard, because to me that's how I see, that's the that's the highest level to me, for me not to have to tell you something, that for you to just do, right? Because I know you listened and I know that it came from the heart, right? So when a person take the time to write a letter, mail it off to me and surprise me with it, or write a letter and read it to me, write me a poem, okay? Shout me out on a radio station, okay, and tell me to tune in. Whatever, however, I know it's probably corny to some of y'all, you know, call late night a hotel, Key Sweat or something, you know, and shout your boo out or something. I don't know what you do. I don't know your life, but I'm just saying. So, I don't know. It's ways around being creative, doing what you need to do to make a person feel loved. Just my advice to you guys is do not try to love a person the way that you want to be loved and think that that's it, okay? It's okay, but what I'm saying is don't make that the it factor, because it is not. Because you're going to miss out on that person, you're going to lose that person, because you're trying to love them based on how you see fit, from your perspective, from your lenses, and that's not going to work. It's just simply not. So make sure that if you're loving a person the way that you want to be loved, the way you want to be treated, that you're doing them a certain way, that you make sure that you're also tuning in and you're subscribing to the way that they want to be loved in their love language, okay? So that's the lesson for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you get it. I hope you utilize this. The only other thing that I will say, oh, it's raining now. I love the rain, especially when I have to drive in it. But the only other thing that I will say to you guys, that everybody is different. This is merely a blueprint, okay? So you just take what you need, you apply the things to what you see fit on your journey as you get there, okay? Because some of you guys, it's hit or miss. But the thing is grow in love, grow in it. You know, we're going to always make mistakes. We're not perfect. And the person that is, hey, send them my way, because I want to meet them, because I ain't never met a person that's perfect. So with that being said, you know, people are different. You examine according to what you see and what they have shared. So the key to dealing with anybody in their language, in their love language at that, is being open and willing to receive and willing to listen. You have to be able to listen and retain that information, so you're able to apply it, right? And when you apply it, you get results. If you're applying that thing incorrectly, you won't get good results, okay? So you definitely have to learn to be fruitful in these areas if you want to gain the fruit of that thing, okay? But if you really ain't trying to gain no fruit, then don't do your homework, don't do your research, don't observe, matter of fact, you can click off this video if you ain't trying to actively dive into what it is that a person wants, how it is that you should speak to them. What is it that's getting our communications crossed? What is it, you know, about that person? If you want to learn more about that person, then you do that. You know, you love them the way that they need to be loved, through the way that they're telling you. But the only way that you can do that if you're listening. So make sure you guys are being an active listener, like I said in my previous video. I know y'all hearing that rain is coming down, so hopefully it is washing some of y'all old thoughts and beliefs away when it comes to this love thing, when it comes to communication. Because a lot of times, you know, people think people are selfish because they want love in a way that they want to be loved, or they want you to do things according to them. And it's not just that, you know, it's deeper than that. Let me scoot this back because I'm starting to get wet. And it's a lot deeper than that, you guys. It ain't that she's, oh Jesus, it ain't that she's trying to control what you do, how you do it, and what she wants. She just a spoiler brat, or he just spoiled. That's just the way that he communicate. It's how his wires was made. It's just how he's wired, or how she's wired, okay? It might change over time, okay? Because it wasn't until I learned myself more that I realized, hey, I say I look quality time, but at the same time, I'm an introvert. So I really don't want you in my space unless I grant you, unless I'm giving you the access into my space, right? Unless I okayed it, unless I'm, you know, I got the time, or I done worked up the energy, I'm in that mind space, in that mind frame to be able to give you me, okay? So to me, that's an honor for somebody to even be cool to allow you in their space, you know, or even have the availability, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of vacancies, you know. I mean, it ain't a lot of vacancies, okay? Because a lot of people are emotionally unavailable. Okay, so when you find a person that seems to be emotionally available and wants you, you know, want to do the research, want to put in the time, want to put in the effort to do that, then you received it. You received it, okay? You know, because it's, you know, it's just not coming, okay? It's not at all. And a lot of times we take things for granted because we feel like, you know, we can get what we want, when we want, how we want it. No. You're not going to get a person that really actively, anybody that's on this journey right now, you listening to this video, you're actively engaged, right? You're actively engaging in research, observing, understanding, wanting to communicate better, wanting to understand better, wanting to love a person at their highest level, wanting to step into intimacy. Okay, now that's some grown folks stuff right there. When you begin to step into intimacy, and intimacy ain't always through sex. Okay, it's far from it, because a lot of us want you to touch our mind, scrape my mind, okay, kiss my mind, touch my mind, do whatever, caress, all that. Okay, then we can talk about the next steps, you know. But if you can't keep me there, right, then that's a horse of a different color, and that's another segue we'll be getting into. But like I said, just be mindful of the things, because I do want to add to the love languages, because for me, you know, as I've been on my journey of self-awareness and self-love, and, you know, wanting to have more of a holistic, or take more of a holistic approach to love, and unlearn all these programmed way or traditional ways of loving, in coming out of it, which it takes a time, and sometimes years for us, because we so programmed and we used to seeing our moms and dad love from a certain way, express their love you know, by whooping somebody, whooping your mama. Your daddy might have whooped your mama. You know what I mean? So you thought that was love. That's toxic. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, your daddy might be in and out. You know, it's like a lot of stuff. It's a lot of monkey do monkey. It's a lot of monkey do out here, okay? Just keep it real. You know, it's a lot of copycats. You know, a lot of cats out here trying to do, you know, just really ain't having a mind their own. But once you break away, once you experience things and you mature in life, you like, nah, I was doing something wrong. I need to know the right way. Because I know what it is that I want. I took time to study myself, to understand myself, to have a relationship with God. Now is my time to make sure I'm doing things right, because I do not want to set myself or be in another cycle. So this is what that is right here. Making sure that you don't get caught up in another love cycle, another love triangle, or another just entanglement. We ain't trying to do that, okay? We really ain't trying to do that. Okay, I ain't trying to get entangled. I ain't trying to be caught up in nobody's well. I ain't even trying to be caught up in my own well. Okay, we just ain't got time for it. So you know, just observe that person and make sure you're understanding. You first want to understand yourself, then it will be so easy to understand the next person. So I hope these 5 love languages series helped you guys. Y'all be blessed. Until next time.